This video is all about them haters. My mother once told me that her science teacher in graduate school told her to just give up. She'd never become a scientist. Well, not only did she get her PhD in molecular biology, but she also made a lifelong career of being a research scientist and has since retired. Take that, crappy school teacher. Oh, shit. I love that mic. See, just because people say you can't make it doesn't mean they have a clue what they're talking about. And even if they do, prove them wrong. When I arrived in LA, I worked in Guitar Center and I met a lot of cool people from the industry. One of these people told me, "Oh dude, you have to talk to my friend so-and-so, he'll guide you." So I looked up so-and-so's name and was pretty shocked to see the records this guy was a part of. Needless to say, I was excited. First time talking to a legit producer. I couldn't wait. A week goes by and it's time to talk to this producer. We get on the phone, he tells me a little about himself, and then asks me about myself. I tell him about me and why I came to LA. He goes ahead and tells me, "You're never gonna make it." I was shocked. What? This guy has never met me, doesn't really know anything about me, has never heard any of my music. And that's his advice? Just give up and go back to Israel? Damn. Well, here we are, a few years later, and I have had a wonderful career. I've played with incredible musicians and worked with some of the top artists in this business. And hopefully, if we can get rid of this corona situation, I can keep doing it. That just goes to show you though, haters gonna hate and ain'ters gonna ain't. You see, I never finished high school. I never went to Berkeley or Musicians Institute. I don't have a full understanding of music theory the way some of my friends do. I've had many times in my life where I told myself, "Hey, you're never gonna make it. This guitarist is so much better than you. He's so much faster than you." But then again, it's not just about speed and theory. Success in the music business is about so much more than that. I'm glad you can play fast by yourself in a room, but can you lock in with a band, actual people playing instruments? That's awesome that you can play 30-second notes at 150 BPM, but can you play an eighth note chug at 60 BPM for a ballad? Note, one of these will get you work. The other will just impress the ladies, or the dudes. I always talk about added value, so ask yourself, what do I bring to the table to make this project better? How do I add value to this production? Once you know the answers, you'll have a better attitude about yourself. Trust me, you've got a lot more to offer than you think. You're unique. You do you and be proud of it. Even when you find your uniqueness and you know how you stand out, you might find out that you stand out in a tiny little pond instead of the big ocean. I was born and raised in Israel, but I knew since I was a teenager that I wanted to come to play in America and follow my favorite band, Bon Jovi. As I got into my 20s, I just never felt like it was the right time. I wasn't fast enough yet. I wasn't good enough yet. I hadn't mastered music theory yet. So the plan was to wait until I was ready. Years later, as the second Intifada was happening and terrorism was rampant all over Israel, I decided, you know what? I gotta make this move before it's too late. If something happens tomorrow or next week, I might not have the opportunity to go try to be a musician in LA. I have to do it now. So I packed up my stuff and made the move. Look, I'm not saying you're ready. Maybe you're not. Maybe there are a few more of my videos you haven't watched yet. Here's your chance. Go watch them. But my point is, get off your ass and get to work. Make the decision. Make the move. No one's gonna make it for you. You're in control. Here's another thing about feeling like you're in way over your head and you're not ready. When I got here in 2003, a friend of mine took me to see my first LA concert. I walked into a packed club and what I saw shook my world. Now some of you know who Phil X is, and if you don't know who Phil X is, you're living under a rock. Talk about an amazing journey and career. To keep it short, he's a great guitarist from Toronto, Canada, who now happens to play for none other than Bon Jovi. He's an insane guitarist, singer, and performer. He's the reason I learned how to do this. Anyway, back to our story. First show in LA, I walk in and this guy is playing on stage with this amazing band called Powder. My jaw was on the floor and my heart sank. This guy is my competition? Are you kidding me? I'm screwed. Little did I know this wasn't your average LA guitarist. I was staring at one of the best in the business. Long story short, I got over it, eventually became friends with the guy, and he even ended up sending me work referrals over the years. To wrap it up, don't doubt yourself. Don't worry about what other people say, but be able to take constructive criticism and grow from it. Bring a lot to the table and be aware of what you're bringing to the table. I wish you all the success that you want to achieve. If you have any questions for me, you know how to reach me. Just comment here and I get back to everyone. If you've been enjoying these videos, until next time.
This is another public service announcement.
What's up, guys? Bet you can. Like that. Note, one of these will get the schmecken and the other one will schmecken. But I wanted to come. Wow.